Hey, Reef Thews here. It's 4:30 in the morning and I'm in my pajamas, and I thought, what better time than to make you guys a video. This is the Fluval SPEC 3 in 5 minutes or less. Now you can see here I'm replacing this old model Current USA beta tank here. Now that my beta grass is famous and featured right here on the new Clear Complete fish food, I figured it was time for a aquarium upgrade for him. So let me just unplug this tank, get it out of the way. Now these Fluval SPEC tanks are glass. They do come with a reasonably high output LED light system, which I have seen is capable to grow some of your basic plants. So as I said, this tank is an all-in-one system. What that means is that the filtration is included right here in the unit in the back. So the water flows through here, trickles down through this 3-stage filter here, which is your filter sponge, carbon and bio rings. Gotta rinse out the carbon real quick. Looks like I got 4 minutes to do this. Let's see. Alright, the carbon is rinsed. Don't need to rinse the bio rings, there's no dust in them. And as you might have guessed, the Fluval SPEC 3 is 3 for 3 gallons. So that just fits in there. Let's see, I'm looking for the pump. Here's the lid. And here's the little pump. This little pump just fits right in this little compartment here. And the plumbing forward is right here. So this just fits on top of this. My experience with these tanks is you want to turn the flow all the way down, especially if you're going to have a beta fish in the tank. This is your flow adjustment right here. This is high, this is low. I crank this all the way down to low. Pull this nozzle off. Ease the pump into the compartment. And that fits together like so. This is your directional nozzle. I would actually aim that towards the surface. So now we get the pump assembly done. This is the transformer for the LED light. This is the reasonably intense LED light. Definitely wouldn't want to try corals with this, but I've seen plants do quite well. On the back of this tank, you can see there's just a little mounting bracket for the light. Simply fits in there like so. And then just tighten the thumb screw and the light's in place. And it doesn't appear I'm going to beat the 5-minute mark, but we'll just keep going. So we plug in a light. see it's pretty intense light. Now what I decided to do is a sand substrate. This is a Carib Sea Supernaturals. It's a nice light grade sand, show up the fish and the decorations well. What I selected for plants, I got some dwarf Anubias right here, some Cryptocaryon, two different types. That's a red leaf, this is the green leaf. And I had another Anubias, but I had the plants too long in the bag and one of them didn't make it. For decor, I have two different types of red spiderwood. Aquarium Outfitters sells this wood. This was actually one big piece, and I actually chopped it in half with a chop saw to make it so it fit inside here. But I've got two pieces that'll go in here. And I just kind of wanted to see which one would look better. So let me undo this light. Let's try piece number one. That looks decent. Piece number one. And then now let's try piece number two. Looks like an old Christmas ornament here. Alright, piece number two. Piece number two. Now this wood does need to be weighted down with something until it gets waterlogged, and I do have a piece of lace rock to weight down the wood. It's a tough call between those two pieces. Probably should have done this beforehand and made a decision on which piece was going to look better. Honestly, I kind of like the first piece better. I wanted to like this one better before I started the video, but it's just not working for me. I think we're going to go with piece. I think we're going to go with piece number one. Piece number one's got a nice flat back and a price tag still on it. So it fits real nicely against the back of the tank. Actually, two price tags on it. That's pretty cool. And then I've got this piece of lace rock that I'll put in afterwards to kind of weight this down, which is going to make the tank look ugly, but only takes a few weeks. Sand in there. Now this is 5 pounds of sand, which I think is fine, even though this is a 3-gallon tank. You don't have to use all of it. I actually think I'm going to scoop some of that out. Just in case you guys don't know, since the inception of my channel I don't edit and I don't rehearse anything, so it's a one shot. Whatever it is what it is. And it's not because of anything against editing, I just not really well versed in editing, and I don't really have the time. So I think that's pretty close to what I'm looking for. Now the crypt. Now this one typically loses its leaves when you first put it in, and then they will grow back. Let's see here. And I am going to add later my favorite plant, which is, anybody that knows me knows my favorite plant is a banana plant. And you may laugh all you want, and I know it's a very basic plant, but I love banana plants. I guess this guy will... Now it's important on the Anubis that the roots stay exposed. You don't want to bury the rhizome. You want to keep the rhizome exposed. And then we'll try this red crypt here, and then next time I do an updated video, you'll see a couple banana plants in here, or at least one. Okay. Now to fill the tank, I've got some RO water, which I'm going to condition with some CChem neutral regulator, which is a phosphate-based buffer, which is a stronger buffer but does not necessarily grow algae just because it's phosphate-based. It's just a more reliable buffer. And it will bring your pH to 7. Move this forward here, and it's time to fill her up. This is RO water, which is going to cut down my algae growth. RO water has got 0 total dissolved solids in it. It's reverse osmosis, then deionized. And I wonder how much water I could put in here before this red spiderwood's going to float up. I don't think it's going to stay down. Well, close now. Red spider is not going to stay down. Alright, so I'm going to use this piece of lace rock to anchor it. Like so. Not like so. Stick it right there. And the wood floats up. Maybe I should reconsider editing. This rock is much dirtier than I anticipated. Let's see. Something's going to float up no matter what. I have a feeling it's already been 15 minutes. This video is probably not going to make it to YouTube. Oh Lord. I guess I'm just going to let the wood lean like that until it starts soaking some water. I don't know if you can see that, that's the water. outlet. Full of water, this only weighs about 30 pounds, so you can push it around pretty easily. What I will do is a follow-up video. There's the lid. So you guys can see this one, the wood is waterlogged and not floating up. And we got grass to beta in there. Anyway, this is Refuse for Aquarium Outfitters. I know I look beautiful right now. It is now 4:55 in the morning. And I appreciate you guys all for watching. Thanks so much.